The needs of the patient come first. It's a simple idea that has made Mayo Clinic one of the most trusted medical institutions in the world. Mayo offers world-class health care in virtually every area of medicine and delivers that care to more than 500,000 patients every year. Why do so many people entrust Mayo with their care? Perhaps it's their team-based approach, a method that brings together as many specialists as are needed for each case, all focusing their collective energies on that one individual patient. Maybe it's the fact that Mayo researchers are constantly bringing new discoveries and treatments directly to Mayo patients before they're available anywhere else. Maybe it's because Mayo is known for having some of the best trained, most highly educated healthcare professionals anywhere. Or perhaps it's the fact that medicine at Mayo is just the way healthcare ought to be.
It doesn't take more time to present an unhurried examination. I try to provide compassionate and respectful care and try to allow each patient to tell their story. And I think the patients are more satisfied. I feel blessed to be here practicing at the Mayo Clinic because it allows me the opportunity to take care of the patients the way I want to take care of the patients.
My dad was diagnosed with lung cancer when he was 76. I can't even count how many people were involved with his care. There were just all kinds of people, quite a large team. And they would come into his hospital room already knowing about him, knowing his background, and ready to help him. It's something that you hear, putting the patient first, but they really did put my dad first.
Mayo Clinic is known for handling difficult cases, and patients who have run out of options elsewhere often turn to Mayo for answers.
I've had epilepsy since I was 16. I was having about 10 seizures a day. I didn't drive for 5 years. When I heard about the clinical trial, I just got very excited about it. They implanted a computer chip, and when the seizure starts, it reads the seizure and it zaps them away. I haven't had a seizure in over a year and a half. I feel like I know I'm living a normal life again, and that's what I was aiming for. And I finally got that.
There are so many opportunities with advanced technology, especially in imaging, to bring to bear on patients who come to Mayo Clinic. In epilepsy patients, we're able to precisely localize the part of the brain that is causing the seizure. That helps guide the surgeon directly to remove that brain tissue that's causing the seizure and avoid cutting brain tissue that's close by that is normal and not diseased. We think the combination of our excellent physicians working with the best technology provides that opportunity to give our patients the best care in the world.
More than 3,000 physicians and scientists practice, collaborate, explore, and teach at Mayo Clinic. They cover virtually every area of medicine and work together in formal and informal teams, sharing their knowledge and focusing their collective energies on doing what's right for the patient.
He woke up with a really rigid stomach and just really terrible pain. And we brought him into our local emergency room. The doctor examined him for quite a long time and was concerned about something that he had found in an ultrasound. He made a call to a contact he had on the pediatric oncology staff at Mayo Clinic, and they sent us by ambulance to Rochester. He was diagnosed with a rare form of lymphoma 36 hours after we had brought him into the emergency room in Decorah. So the quick thinking and the efficiency of the physician staff, both in Decorah and in Rochester, really saved my son's life.
We're presented with a very complex set of conjoined twins. Couldn't roll over, could barely sit up without support. When you take a look at all the teams, we probably had 200, 300 people. The surgery was like a complex orchestra. We brought together individual experts, but the music really didn't play until we did it together. It was the most tremendous example of teamwork, of innovation, of creativity, of people really giving their hearts and souls to this problem. 4 months later, they're walking. They are doing unbelievably well. These are going to be normal little girls with a great story to tell.
Mayo Clinic is committed to constantly discovering new ways to help patients, whether it's finding new solutions with medical research or educating the next generation of medical professionals at one of their 5 schools of medicine.
At the Simulation Center, the ultimate goal is to improve patient safety. The model of education here is to use high-tech, high-fidelity simulators in an environment where we dress and we try to replicate real-life scenarios as closely as possible, so that when someone has worked through these scenarios, they have the confidence to go back to the hospital, and when they encounter these in real life, they'll have the ability to say, I've seen this before, I can handle this.
At Mayo Clinic, the right decisions are made for the right reasons. Patients know that, and it helps build a sense of trust between the patient and the provider.
People that come into the dialysis unit may be overwhelmed, and they are very happy to see a smiling face. We want to make sure that they feel like we care about who they are and that we are making them comfortable. I want to be the person that they remember and think that it's okay to come here.
I know my patients know that I love them. I know they know that I care. After 20 years of working in mammography, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. When I was coming out of anesthesia, there were people all around me just bringing me to, and I could feel when people touched me if they cared. Everyone who was touching me cared, and I could feel it. Receiving the love and receiving the care that I did from everyone here at the clinic was overwhelming. I felt as if I was being treated special, but I really wasn't. They treat everybody that way.
Patient care, research, and medical education. These are the foundations of Mayo Clinic. They're the basis for some of the most advanced healthcare services anywhere. Services delivered by a team of world-class specialists from virtually every area of medicine. And that's why people from all over the world come to Mayo Clinic, a place of caring and hope.